This is a function without any argument. This is a function without any arguments. So next to print type of the function, type and ABC1. Now to call that ABC1, there is no issue. ABC1. Just wait, we'll get the output. So here the class, the function type is none, means it is not returning any arguments. It is not taking any arguments, not returning any arguments. So this is one type of functions. Next, some functions take some arguments like that ABC1 and some x colon and return x plus 10. Now print ABC1 some 10. So it will take one argument, return one argument. This is one type. This is another type of function. So now print. So function type you can check with the type function, type ABC1 in brackets 23.5. So you see. So if you pass floating point value, so the function return type is floating point. If you pass integer, the function return type is integer. If you pass string, the function return type is string. Based on the values you are passing, the function will return that particular value. So here I am passing 23.5. So the function return type is float. So it is returning one value and taking one argument. So this is another kind of functions. Okay. Now you can take some like that two arguments, a comma b, and return a value, return a plus b. So please check this. So I want to add two numbers, 10, 20. So I am passing the two values to a function and returning one value. So what is that value that it is returning? 30. So that is the sum of two numbers. Two arguments it is taking, one argument it is returning. So one integer, one floating point or something like that. Two arguments it is taking one. Now we saw function not taking any arguments, not returning anything. Function it is taking one argument and returning one argument. Okay. So like that, different types of functions and the number of here two arguments it is taking. So if I want I want to have a function which will add whatever the numbers I will pass to that function, that must be added like that. If I want to add, so the function should take 2 arguments, that also it should work for 2 arguments, it should work for 3 arguments, it should work for 4 arguments, it should work for 5 arguments. How many number of arguments I pass, that should add all the numbers. Such a kind of function I want. How to write this such a function in Python? So such functions are called. So let us see how to write that such a type of functions. So I want to add now ABC1. Now I want to add such a whichever the numbers I want, whichever the arguments. For that we have to apply star before the argument. So it will take any number of arguments you pass to that function. So for I in S colon K is equal to A plus I. So first of all, you assign some value to K. So K is equal to 0. So it will add how many number of arguments you pass to that function, that will be added. Okay. So this is called variable number of arguments. Print ABC 1 10, 20. It will work if you send print ABC1 10, 20, 30, 40. So if you do like that, so it is taking 2 arguments. It now next it is taking 4 arguments, same function. Now it is taking 10, 20, 33, 6, 5, 7, 8. So you see, now I passed 2 arguments, 4 arguments, next 6 plus 4, 7 arguments. So it is taking happily without any error or any problem. Why? Because it takes a variable number of arguments. This is the function for variable number of arguments. Variable number of arguments. So variable number of arguments. This is a very great feature in Python. Very great, very excellent feature in Python. So there is no limit on the arguments. You can send any number of arguments to this function whenever you have put star before any variable. So that takes variable number of arguments. This is an excellent feature of Python which supports variable number of arguments. So like this. So all the number of arguments will be treated as a list. It will take as a list of things. So if you want to supply different numbers, you will put in a box. So in the box it may contain only 1 element. In the box it may contain 10 elements. In the box it may contain 15 elements. Whenever you are passing the box, just whatever the number you are passing, that entire things will be transported. Like that it will happen. So it is like that. Is that clear? So it is like that. So that is the variable number of arguments in Python. So variable number of arguments, how the function will handle. Just I gave the example function and explained with 3 practical examples, 3 types. Here I took 2 variables. Here I am taking 4 variables. Here I am taking 7 variables. But still the function is happily working without any errors and any problems. You see. So it is working, it is giving the sum. So like that we can add variable number of arguments in Python. So there is no problem and nothing like that. Okay. So is that clear, dear students? So how we are handling variable number of arguments in Python? Are you able to cope with that? Okay. So this is the variable number of arguments, how we are passing, how we are doing and all that. Next, one more excellent facility is there. I want to have in function that the name of the variable as well as value of the variable both must be captured within the function. So here we are, whatever we are passing, only values it is taking and processing on the values, but we don't know what is the name of the variable. So in the Python there is a facility called you can store the name as well as value also. That is called next type of arguments in Python, keyword arguments. Keyword arguments in Python. So what is this keyword arguments? What it will do? Let us see. Okay. So keyword arguments, how it will handle, what it will do, and all the things I will take care. Okay. Let us see this. ఎవడు ఎక్కడన్నా గంగా పోనీ నీకెందుకు సపడే కొద్దిగా రెస్ట్ తీసుకోరాదు. So this is the keyword argument. So next keyword arguments. How we can key value as in dictionary, we can also have key value pairs in Python. So how to handle that? So next KW args, keyword args. You can put any name, there is no issue. Now, sorry, 2 stars we have to put, 2 stars. Very, very important, 2 stars. So next. Print. Become a value. Dot items. Print. is E percentage value. For example, let us ABC1 name equal to Ramu. HT number is equal to, now next bracket comma name again age is equal to 20. So let us see, some error came. Okay. For format string. Okay. So we will take another way. Format key వస్తున్నా. Oh, you see, we are able to successfully do this problem. Just see and observe here how they are working. Keyword arguments. Just have a look at this. I will come. So like that, how many arguments you want to give, you can give. So let us take one more example. ABC1 name equal to Ravi, comma, HT number is equal to something, comma, phone is equal to something we gave. So let us run this also. So here you see I gave different keys. So for that also I got this particular output. So now key and value pairs like a dictionary. So it takes a dictionary actually. So like that is a beautiful facility in Python. So like that, this is a complete program. So how it is working, please observe very carefully. Very important for competitive exams and interview purpose. This kind of questions are asked in interviews. Please digest these keyword arguments. Very important for you. So very important keyword arguments. So how it is taking one complete dictionary. So key values we are taking. So for key comma value in keyword arguments dot items. So we are printing key and value. So like that for variables you can have a key and value also. This is one of the beautiful feature in Python. Next, this is what how you are handling variable number of arguments. So number of arguments are variable. Here also number of arguments are variable, but in it along with that there is a beautiful feature. You can also pass the variable name also, variable name as well as value, variable name value, variable name value, like that. Both together you can pass. This is the beautiful thing of this variable this keyword arguments. Next, variable number of arguments. This next simple arguments. This is simple arguments. This is in a function without any arguments that we are doing. So these are the three, four varieties. Please remember, this is very important for exam point of view as well as for competitive exams and all in Python. So keyword arguments are very important, very essential for you. Is that clear? Is that clear? Any doubts are there? So like that, it is very essential for you. Keyword arguments. Okay, and this is the 3-4 varieties that I want to present today. Okay. Next. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm stopping the recording. Stop the recording.